Hey, comic book fans, my nerdy friends, my geeky compadres, what's going on? Welcome to another episode of Tradin with RWC. This week, we're going to be taking a look at Underwater Welder. Okay, so first things first, Underwater Welder, done completely by Jeff Lemire. Before I picked this up, I heard really good things about it, and didn't really know anything about it, but found it at a shop when I was in Grand Rapids one time, and decided to pick it up, and I'm really glad I did. This book is fantastic. Right after I read it, I opened it back up and started reading it again. It's just great. Jeff Lemire, one thing I noticed about him, when he does his own stuff, he has this uncanny knack for blending emotional real life stuff with kind of messed up, crazy Twilight Zone-y type stuff. And that's one thing, one of the people who kind of, gave a little blurb about it said that it's the most spectacular episode of the Twilight Zone that was never produced. That was Damon Lindelof, from Lost, Star Trek, and Prometheus. He was like the director or something like that. I don't know. But he's absolutely correct. We start off with our main character named Jack, who is home right before a trip out to go work for 2 weeks as an underwater welder at an oil rig. And his wife is pregnant. She's about to have the baby within a month. And she's kind of freaking out. And he's just kind of like, I'll be back. I got to go finish working. And then I'll be back for the baby and you. And while he's working, he gets this flashback deja vu of his father, who was a diver, kind of a treasure hunter. And throughout the book, you get these moments that are just tragic, between Jack and his father. I really don't want to ruin anything about this book, because it's really fantastic. Everybody needs to read this. And I know I say that a lot, and it feels kind of like a cop-out sometimes for me not to go into depth about books. But this one, if I tell you too much about it, it'll spoil it. So for anybody who hasn't read this yet, I'm doing you a favor. I promise. And as I said earlier, as I said and Damon Lindelof said, there's some Twilight Zone-y type stuff that happens. He finds this pocket watch under the water and just changes everything, and it's amazing. I'm sincerely not lying when I said once I finished reading this, I opened it right back up and started reading it again because it was just fantastic. As far as the art, if you've ever read anything that Jeff Lemire has drawn, you know what his art style is like. One thing that I really liked, there's a couple spots where it happens in this book. Let me see if I can find one. His use of panels, like you see right here, just a long panel, 3 separate panels, and then these 6 separate panels that make up one big picture. I really like that. He does that a few times in this book, and I think it has a great, it's just a great quality about it. God, it's just so good. Deep down, it's like, I don't know if it resonates with me so much because, like, I'm a father whose father wasn't really around all that much. But it hits your, like, it just hits right here. So I don't know if that's the reason that I like it so much, or if it really is that fantastic of a story. I want to believe that it's just an amazing story that whoever reads it is going to enjoy it and really, really like it. You know, but for me, that's kind of why I like it so much. It's like this guy who's about to be a dad, remembering how his time with his dad was, and realizing that you don't want to be like that when you're a father. Not to say that my father wasn't a great father. He was fantastic. Why am I getting into my personal stuff? No, it's just really, really good. Especially when you have a connection to it like that, and I kind of do. So this quickly became probably one of my top 5 favorite graphic novels. Is just fantastic, and for real, I think if you haven't read this, you definitely should give it a try. It's really, really good. I'm going to say it one more time. It's really, really fantastic. That's it. That's all I can say. It's fantastic. I do like this too, like as far as like the physical book itself, like it's really nice, really good quality. And then it's got these little flip outs that are like oxygen tanks on both. So you got like a green one and there you go. You got a green one and an orange one, or blue. Yeah, it's blue. That's pretty cool. I showed it earlier, but yeah, it's a black and white book. Black and white. But it's amazing. It's just amazing. So yeah, go pick it up. Go read it. I'm sure you can find it on in-stock trades for pretty inexpensive. It's $20, cover price, $19.95. That's what I paid for it, and I would do it all over again. I'm really glad I picked this up. Really glad. So I can't recommend this highly enough. Go get it. It's fantastic. And thanks for watching. Bye.